Okay, you might have seen in my last video that I got the engine running, which is great, but I couldn't get the shifter out of park. The dash cluster would say that it's not in park. The lights on the shifter mechanism wouldn't light up at all. When I did get it to start, it did say that the shifter mechanism needs service. So I've been through the wiring diagram to work out what might be the case, what might be the problem with that, because it doesn't show any codes or anything. And there's only 4 wires off the shifter GSM. Just 4 wires. One was an earth, runs right to the boot. I know that's working. Pin 1 is 12 volt, regulated from the TCM. So a multimeter from pin 1 to pin 6 showed me 12 volts, so I know those 2 points were working. The question was just the other 2, so I went mad. I pulled everything out again so I could get to the shifter plug to do an end-to-end continuity test. I tested those wires and one of them wasn't working. Which one have we got? That one, brown wire. So pin 2 at the GSM to pin 7 at the TCM was open circuit. So I then, before I started to tear the car down even further, I got my old loom out and ran a test from the same shifter plug right back through the loom, where it connects between the dash harness and runs right back through the firewall, and then back through the front panel harness, and then it connects through here back into the engine harness. I trace it all the way back through and we have continuity. So that's definitely the problem. So after that, I started to work out which plugs would be the easiest to get to. First one I checked was a big one under here. That was fine. Contact cleaner, checked all the pins, that's all healthy. It was showing continuity on both sides. So that one's out of the loop, which leaves 2 more. One is next to the CEM, which is buried under there, which is a pain in the ass to get to. And the other one was here. I was already halfway through disassembling this to get to the shifter out, so it seemed a logical place to start. And right between the transmission shifter and the first plug, which is this one, I've got the brake. So I've pinched that or pulled it too hard. It was in this foam wrap, so I couldn't see that it was broken. It was all, looked healthy, but it was obviously stretched and broken in there. So that was my problem. I haven't tested it yet, but what are the odds I've got 2 problems? I'm not that unlucky, surely. I'll just de-pin those wires from the other loom and put them in to save me crimping and splicing things. Give you a bit of a neater finish to just change the wires as they are. They're exactly the same. And I'll start putting this crap back together again. Fun times.